Chapter 1, the hero and the princess.
You're on a path.
Okay. Continue.
You make your way up the short path.
See to the cabin. We're going to let her go, I guess.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale. The door to the basement.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
We're gonna be the Smitten,
come
I
downstairs.
assume.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Yes, I know.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
How do we get the chains off?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Guess she's been here forever.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
God damn it. Someone locked us in here?
Someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the... You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade.
Yeah,
like
we
you were
didn't do
supposed
that.
to.
Because we were going on the... For some reason I thought we could free her.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Kind of fucked.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
We could
She barely hesitates before raising her
my
arm to her
God.
mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Jesus.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's
That's a
arm,
deep
just above
wound.
the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah.
She didn't.
That's...
She smiles softly
Well,
as her
I mean,
gaze meets
she's
yours,
got one arm now.
blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Sure.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Mr. Narrator, I said to do the thing, so gotta do it.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
What? No.
Wait, This isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
How many of these do we have? Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Yes,
You know you don't have to do this, right?
correct.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No, I'm stronger than you. Can't tell me what to do.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Don't walk towards. Either break my arm or like.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid
Good job.
hands.
We did it.
What are you?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, don't stab me.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
God damn it.
But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again
Have to
and
stab
again.
me multiple times?
You feel every inch of burning pain that slices
This once
its
is
way
enough,
into your
right?
body.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Why is she not bleeding now? I cut her arm off.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
It was a good choice.
Everything goes dark.
So this is the voice of the Smitten, right? When we wake up. Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, we've heard that before, haven't we? A deja vu already happened, so we've explored this before. In previous arcs. So let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
See what happens with this one. Last time we cut her hand off, but she had to kill us for some reason. Oh, because we were trying to kill her, that's right.
She will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't believe a word you say, Mr. Narrator. I think you're bad, you're evil. Maybe you represent the part of me that doesn't want to change. Who knows?
If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Yes, so we got the voice of the Smitten because we simped out for the princess.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything.
I'm still wondering where the voice of the hero comes from. It's because it's obviously not me. I'm not a hero, so I wonder if something happened before all this.
But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
That's right. He did
Last time? What are you talking about?
try to force me to kill her.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own
And then
voice.
we resisted.
Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
So we kind of got spoiled with some of these voices when we did the Nightmare arc before. And so I kind of went through a bunch of different ones while I was going like crazy, I guess. So we know there's a lot of voices, but I wonder if some of those are unique to that arc.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Yep, let's go. Proceed to the cabin. I wonder what it'll look like now. Maybe it's a bit nicer, like a castle interior or
The
something.
interior of the cabin is
Okay,
clean
yeah.
and elegant. Its
like
stone
royal.
walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
So we'll take the blade, just in case.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to
We'll
do
always
this
drop it
right.
while we're in there, but we might have been able to use it to open the door. Approach the mirror, of course.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
It's a mirror,
Or at
yes.
least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
But it would disappear all the same.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
I wonder if that's used. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally
Of
dashing
course,
sword.
we need to be dressed for the
That way
occasion.
she'll know we can defend her from her
I
enemy.
wonder if the feather thing is just like a play on words or just a saying, or if it actually means, because we do have feathers.
Hopefully it
we're
doesn't
kind
put her
of
on edge.
weirdly monstrous.
There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Enter.
The door to the basement
Ooh,
creaks
got
open,
some fire.
revealing an intricate stairwell.
Beautiful.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Right on time. Repeated the same thing.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yes, this is the simp arc.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much.
We've only seen her like, what, once this life? Technically, like 7 odd times in the
We
past.
don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
So she's more
There's a heavy
princessy,
chain
right?
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
She's wearing like a ruffled skirt. She's got like these ruffles here. Her crown is a bit more pronounced, I think. Have I just forgotten what she looks like?
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my
spirit. Maybe. We did get her inside us, which kind of sounds weird. Not like that. She possessed us in a previous arc. I should be releasing these in chronological order, or the order in which I do them, but if in case it messes up, yes, we did get possessed by her ghost at one point, and she could hear the voices, so that's an interesting thing.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
I came back after dying.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Yep.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Yeah, she killed me. I cut her arm off.
That's
though.
right, villain. And you killed us.
So, I mean, she's not entirely
she
unscathed.
killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
Okay, so
What
entire
matters
world?
is you have a chance to do it right this time.
I don't believe this. Like, because he did bring this up before, where like dying means that world is destroyed because we didn't kill the princess. And then whenever we die, we jump.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever.
I
Especially
can,
when
and I
carrying
will.
A tale of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
We've already done the worst stuff. The nightmare thing, where you had all the weird cabin flying and space and stuff. Well, we're doing the chill stuff now.
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We don't know she ended a world.
We never saw a world end.
See?
Now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
That reminds me of Matt Perry. What's his name? Renham Denham from IT Crowd.
Are you listening
She's
to him?
got that kind of
He's
voice.
lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Now, you killed me last time. So we know that's self-defense. I have to cut you out again. I really didn't care for it last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
No, I don't believe that.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Well, if she's been in here for a long time, then maybe she wants to get out, you know, years and whatnot.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Destroy. Okay, so what happened after I died? Yeah, do you remember what happened?
You died, and now we're talking.
It doesn't seem very... Doesn't give me any information, lady.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or another about the world ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are plagued. I have no feelings one way or another about that. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Interesting.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is.
Wonder what happens if we
innocent
said
as-
we did end the world.
I'm not so sure.
That's very manipulative. Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll. You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Again.
Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Interesting. We got like our very own dead man switch, literally, to make sure the princess does not die.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
See?
That shouldn't have worked.
Why did it work?
I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Look at. We got feathers down here.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, now, where's the twist?
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this?
I was wondering if there was a
One
hide.
slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved.
Of
Is
course.
that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
Yeah, but at least it will progress the story.
What do we do now?
That's a good question. You want to leave? What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Okay.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She's got really big eyes in this
She doesn't even know what she wants.
version, I guess.
You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I mean, it's a truth for you.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Okay. I want you to tell me what you want. Okay, that's just going around in circles. There must be something you want. Want to end the world? We can just leave. I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later on.
That sounds perfect.
Okay, the music just cut off then. That's very
As the
eerie.
princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Now we will live as a king, like a prince. I don't know. What do you become after you marry a princess? A knight? Who knows?
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
I'll have to check the music. They seems quite loud.
Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh god, fuck you, Mr. Narrator.
That's a familiar move.
We've got the knife though, right? So we can open it.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair! We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
So we bust down the door.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
We have crossed oceans of time to be with her.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
See, voice of the hero, he doesn't care. He's just chilling. Do you think you can open it? Quick save? Do you think you can open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
It's almost like using us to build up her power or something.
Nobody is leaving this basement.
Like, it's imaginative based. Like, if I go, yeah, I think you got this.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so this is kind of our mind, I guess. We control some stuff.
I told you she could do it.
That's interesting. That's good to know.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
Oh, too bad, because you get to see it a lot more times.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
And now we have lost the narrator once again.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy
Smitten
staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
No. Well, it depends if you're hot, then yeah.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Yoink. So that one was like pure happiness, I guess. You don't get a chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Emery returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Why is there a mirror now? Why that? I'm just going to be okay. Just trusting we've been here before and you always get scared.
Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
At the end of you.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
It's not the end.
Okay.
See you on the other
say
side, Mr. Hero.
She'll be there waiting for us.
Not you, Mr.
I
Smitten.
just know it.
Approach the mirror. Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You're withered. This is different. We look different than before. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Sit to the cabin. We're at the cabin. Approach.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to
Weirdly
shift them all into
angel-like.
something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
So this says like unlimited amount, but there must be a way. Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. What does that even mean? Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Does that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel?
And delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Cool.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
That's a bit kind of manipulative. Not mourn her. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us hurts.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I don't, if anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. It all seems so distant.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Okay, how many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Oh, come on. Okay. You know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen.
Okay, so yes, they do get destroyed, I'm gonna assume.
Do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.